Black women are top tier and have been top tier since the beginning of time. Literally. I learn something new every day, and today I learned that black women are responsible for the creation of math and science. I knew that black people were the creator of these things, but I never knew that it was black women in particular. Ancient African women developed the method of counting to prepare for their monthly menstrual cycle, and this practice led to and developed the study of mathematics. Sidebar. Mayat is the Kemetic principle of more development, order, arrangement, balance, and measurement. Greeks stole that principle and changed it to Mayati, which eventually evolved into math, ecos, or what we know today as mathematics. But back to the topic because it gets even better. Over time, these African women began to notice that the moon also had a monthly cycle. So they started comparing it to their menstrual cycle. This led these women to become responsible for the lunar cycle that began the study of astronomy. Is just genius. Break down the word astronomy. Est or Aset, which is the Kemetic principle of the divine feminine or the original mother. Ra is the deification of the sun god or the energy responsible for creation. Then the suffix Nami. Astronomy is the study of celestial bodies in order to try and explain origin in creation.
This is a parade in Italy depicting a black woman as the Statue of Liberty, as the matriarch of the land. Everybody knows around the world who are the indigenous people of America. We know the truth now.
Welcome back, family. Now pay attention to that last TikTok. That's in Italy, Rome, Europe to be exact. And we all know Europe, Great Britain, British, they own America. But like he said, it's people over the world that know what's going on. They know the truth. They got a black woman in chains as the Statue of Liberty. This goes back to when I say they destroy the black woman. You destroy the black woman, you take down the nation. You take down the black woman, you take down everything. But people disagree with me. And not to discredit the strong black women we do got out here in the trenches on that front line. You feel me? The ones with balance, the ones who vibrate high. Strong leadership, masculine and feminine. The ones with balance though, who can teach and lead, lead a nation. You still got those out here.
We know that when a black person is picked up from the community and brought to jail, he's going to have to depend on a public defender because more than likely he won't be able to hire a good lawyer. And this public defender, what is he going to do? He's going to tell him to cop a plea, even though he knows, in many cases, that his client is just as innocent as he is.
Pussies. Called the first one savage, broke my mood, that's what it was. 2016 we was running around, beat niggas up in the club.
Many people accuse you of wanting to see the black woman at a point of submission. Is that where you want to see a black woman in the 1990s?
Well, it depends on how you define submission. Those words have a tendency to have a negative connotation for us because of how they were used against us during slavery and what we connect them to. But actually, the kind of submission that I'm referring to just means cooperation and agreement. I don't think that anybody could say that I represent a woman who is subjugated in any kind of way. I don't think that anybody could say that my personality sounds like some man has me somewhere crawling around on the ground or walking 10 paces behind him. So I'm not representing that. I'm representing strength. I'm saying that we have a lot of power. We have power to make heaven and hell for our men. And I'm saying, let's try making heaven. Let's try to build him up. If a man has his woman behind him, he will believe he can do anything. And all we need to do is to get our men to believe that they can do anything.
And as far from nature as possible. So they brainwash them. Fill their heads up with all type of insecurities, low self-esteem. And they use our men. And they use predictive programming and social media. Because I want to say a lot of women don't even know what men want or what men want in a woman. Vice versa. A lot of men don't know how to lead and they don't know how to use their woman to get to the next level, Life is about elevating and evolving. We can't remain stagnant. And a lot of us are brainwashed. It's like once y'all wake up and understand that the black woman, the black goddess, is the creator of all, supreme mathematics, moonwork. Where you think the voodoo come from? Hoodoo, the Salem tribes, the witches. Why you think they were hanging the witches back then? Really, because these so-called witches were using black magic. You feel me? So when you hear somebody saying something about a person doing root work, that is real. That's really real. And you see these non-ether beings, these non-carbonated motherfuckers, they can only do sorcery. Little word spells and deception, brainwashing and shit. They see us, gods and goddesses, we got the power within, children of the sun. That's where we get our energy from. And they got the black goddesses in a chokehold right now. They programmed them to dislike everything about themselves, you feel me? From the hair to their body to just all of the earthly features. So instead of embracing the natural ether, they go get the synthetic hair from all over the world. But not too much on the black goddesses. We are not passing judgment. We're just keeping it real. And I don't even want to get started on the BBL spell they put on the goddesses. They put a BBL spell on the women, man. And it's, it's kind of disturbing.
Do you think men prefer a natural body or a BBL? BBL. 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 Do you prefer natural bodies or BBL bodies?
Natural.
What do guys need to bring to the table?
Money.
Over 200K.
I am the table.
There is something so sinister about Zeus Network, and I do not feel like making an entire YouTube video, so I'm just going to get this off my chest. I feel like Zeus Network is demonic, and I'm not going to use any other word for it. It's demonic. I have a Zeus membership. I signed up for Zeus. I'm not watching this season of Baddies. I already know what the fuck is going on. How many times can I watch grown-ass women get drunk off Casamigos and fight each other? Seriously. Why are we collectively not tired of this? Why are we not tired of this? After a certain point, how is it really entertaining? It's sad. Literally, at a certain point, it's sad. And I'm going to tell you why. These women, they need to eat. They need to pay bills. They have a lifestyle that they want to maintain. Is it that serious to get beat the fuck up for it, though? Is it that serious to put yourself in a fucking ring like a pit bull and fight like a dog for the bag? Is it that serious? I don't fucking think so. These bitches are washed up. Nobody aspires to be them. There's nobody that's waking up and thinking to themselves, I want to fucking be Natalie Nunn. Who says that? Have you ever heard somebody say that in real life? I want to fucking be Mariah Land. Wow, I wish I was fucking Krishan Rock. What? I've seen interviews and I've seen like videos of behind the scenes when these girls go to events, and the way that they like edit shit on Zeus Network to make these people appear bigger than they are. Like, these bitches are not real celebrities. Like, they're nobody. That's why they're all together. I think I counted like 18 bitches. Why do there need to be so many people on this cast this season? Like, why? I know that I'm supposed to like look at this and think to myself, this is how you become successful. If you want to be successful, you need to get your clout and go on a show like Baddies, and then I'll be able to start my Instagram boutique and get my petite BBL. I don't look at this shit and see success. I look at this shit and see a whole bunch of fucking losers. A whole bunch of fucking losers that found their demographic of people that are even more lame than them, even more like broke down than them. Like, bitch, who's looking up to you besides somebody on Section 8 housing?
So that's the mindset of a lot of our generation today. And you got Zeus Network with the predictive programming, with the keeping our goddesses at a low vibrational state. And majority of those women she spoke about in that demographic, they got children, you know, little boys and girls to raise. So it's like Zeus, the fallen god, Satan, he controlling the show. The most expensive thing we have to offer is our energy. And attention is one of the most powerful forms of energy. Main reason why when it comes to giving out your energy, you have to tread lightly. And you see, women are very emotional, so they're gonna make a lot of emotional decisions. And there's a lot of black goddesses that don't know, they're not aware that they are celestial beings, like powerful beings. That's where you get your women's intuition from. You see, if that woman is vibrating high enough, if she vibrating at a high level with her pineal open, she gonna know when you ching. She gonna know. She gonna be able to, you know, she on your ass. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to hide from her. That's because when you vibrating high, when a woman vibrating high, she paying attention to details. She paying attention to everything. Meaning she having awareness. She having self-awareness. Like I said before, the women species, they're chosen. They're chosen to be the guardian of the portal between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. So yes, ladies, you gotta look at your vajayjay. You know, the vajayjay is a portal. You gotta start looking at it like that. A portal. The only way we can bring a motherfucker into this realm, into this world, whether they good or evil, but we know it's all about balance. So ladies, you must understand that you have the only force on earth powerful enough to navigate unborn spirits to this planet. That's deep. That's why you'll hear that the woman is the Messiah. She's the creator of all. She created men. But we taught to disrespect the woman. And they being programmed to not value the men that they created. And they tell us, happy wife, happy life. No, my nigga. Happy woman, period. Just a happy mother in the house just warms the whole house up. You feel me? Like, the vibration gonna be high as hell when Mom Dude's happy. And when she mad, you gonna feel it throughout the house. You gonna feel that shit. Like, you gonna feel the tension. You gonna feel the energy. The whole house, on this particular day, they know not to fuck with Mom Dukes right now. She ain't in the mood. Husband know that. The dog know that. Everybody know that Mom Dukes ain't in the mood right now. You gonna feel her energy. She's very powerful. Empathy and alchemy. That's one of our powers that we're not aware of. We're not aware that we possess that power. Transfer energy. But you see, the oppressors, they know this. That's why you got social media, you got music, you got idol worshiping. Like, social media is the new slave system.
We are Agoje. We do not act alone. We move together with one purpose. Alone, you are weak. Alone, you are killed or worse. Now, we have seen the Barracoons. A Captain Agoji is a slave, used by men, left to rot. It is better to die. Cut your own throat.
Know the history, erase the mystery. We must go backwards. You know, lead by example, family, for the generations that coming after us. And let them who have eyes see clearly. We are Anunnaki gods and goddesses from the Sirius X star system. And they know this. We created everything. I am that I am. That's why we must understand what's going on. The white people are still slaves, or I won't even say white people, because we know the black nobility or the black people are the ones who still running the world. That's why we must understand what's going on. The white people are still slaves, or I won't even say white people, because we know the black nobility or the black people are the ones who still running the world. And your white elites, the 13 families that run the world, that so-called run the world, they just the face of it. They the face of it. You feel me? The art of war is deception. Remember, it's still powerful black people in control today. And they traded us out with the ones who lack the neuromelanin, the 6 ether beings, you know. So they get to be the face of the power, long as they can keep us, the leftover Anunnaki gods and goddesses, under a spell, under the light, cold lockdown. And in exchange for that service, they get to do the human trafficking, organ trafficking, and adrenochrome consumption. And since they lack the neuromelanin, this is what they need from us to maintain their youth and vitality. That's why they turn 666 into some sinister evil shit, because that's where they stop at. They stop at 6. We are 9 ether beings. The 666 element is just melanin. Neuromelanin is the highest form of that.
What's up, everybody? This is Rebel, and I want to talk to you about black nobility, because black nobility is melanated people that is from Africa, and what it stands for is a society within an elite society. And what this is these are the richest people in the world, and they run the world, and they are melanated people from Africa. They're called blackamoors, and they're in Europe, and they're still running Europe. This is why when you go to Europe, you see a lot of melanated statues, because this is who is really in charge. But we're taught that white people is in charge, but that is not true. White people is the front man, but they're not in charge of anything. This is why when you see Queen Elizabeth and the Pope, which is quote unquote 2 important people, they always kissing the feet of Africans, and we never understood that. Let me show you something. You remember this photo right here. And remember that this woman, she had on a brooch. This was when Prince Harry was about to get married. And remember that infamous brooch she had on. And people were saying, oh, she was trying to be racist. No, she had to cover it up, and she had to go along with her. She had to apologize because she didn't want you to know the truth, that she was paying homage to the blackamoors, which is the black nobility.